Just true in my brain.
It's absolutely true.
But either way, it's going to be Gwen as the final pick here for Sentinels. So AP solo laners for Impact and Darkwings, and we do know with the Wukong lock-in,
it looks like Sentinels want it anyway.
They have a big wave, so they will commit to it. It's Rahel getting big damage in onto Sajed, who he was tanking up first. Now Hambach tanking up afterwards, but gets out of range, and Sentinels are fine.
And Darkwings is dead.
In the mid lane, though. First blood is picked up. DSG finds the play mid.
And Lions diving over the bubble for a big trade onto Hui, playing pretty aggressive.
And Kisno's just going to go back again. Still no flash on Darkwings. And a second. Darkwings and Kisno actually were on the same roster last year for Conviction. So Kisno waved to his old teammate saying, yeah, I'll take 2 kills from you. And that means that Call Me also gets a CS lead, but Hambach will get the first Dragon. So even though we've seen multiple kills on the Kisno, objective lead starts off with Sentinels.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, Sajed's level
30 CS up. We're gonna put him in the dirt. It's also bad for him to be top lane against the 2-kill Wukong who has ultimate, but they're completely on top of a ward.
Sajed is still level 5. Lions is level 6. Call Me has hovered to help out, and now they're just going to flash engage themselves, trying to lock down Hui. Call Me will get in there and pick up a 3rd kill for DSG.
Nice job there, but I think questionable play to wait that long.
It might be more. Rahel has the flash available, has the barrier available. We'll need to use either one. Lions tried to predict as Rahel says, no, I'm just going to hold my line and doesn't have to use anything. Meanwhile, here comes Hambach. DSG could be in some trouble. The flash hits on the Lions, and Rahel picks up the first kill of game 2 for Sentinel.
Because Rahel has the Essence Reaver, is going to play super aggressive, but unless Kisno is in gank position when he goes in, he's just too far away to be able to make an approach. They didn't even get a summoner spell out of Rahel's Lucian. So yes, they get the dragon. I think they were always going to get the dragon with that Trinity Force Wukong. And now Hambach, so our first top gank ever.
Yeah, we have a TP coming in as well. The Needlework was already used from Impact. He does not have the ultimate available, as the public execution will miss. That's a flash from Castle. Teleport coming in as well from Darkwings. It's going to be underneath it there. Yeah.
Nobody's punished.
But Castle does have TP, and oh, we find a pick in the jungle! Hambach caught out as Kisno with his mid laner. We'll find. I'm just going to ignore whatever they're shouting now, because I'm assuming it's nothing worth sharing on broadcast. Engage from Lions now onto Rahel, but Kisno wasn't ready on a bubble from Hui to keep him alive, but in comes Call Me! Rahel's still alive! Wow. Rahel holds the line! Hambach with the kill and the punish.
That's crazy. The angle was actually so good for DSG, but Sentinels is able to outplay it. The biggest thing is the bubble onto the Wukong.
That was incredible.
Before he'd be able to engage on her health. That would have been enough damage on top of the Aurora damage to get the kill, but it just makes Rahel
he still has it though!
He's all now.
Rahel stuck around for another wave and is punished. Kisno!
But he stuck around and got killed the second time around. And they're going to continue to give gold into this Lucian. This should be first turf for him.
Yeah. The Herald will charge in. Rahel will pick that up as well. TP could cover from Call Me, but he's 1v1ing Darkwing's bot side with Kisno. Ooh. We got 2 dives happening at the same time. The Namiel again. Public execution misses from Castle. He's taking too much damage, but he's got the Castle Lions! DSG support will save the life of the top laner. Body blocks Hambach's Vault Breaker. Sentinel, Rahel and Hui are even nearby, but Call Me will make it to safety for now. Sentinels, do they want to put backsplash from Impact? Not gonna find it. Call Me's out of there. I didn't think it was gonna be a close match though, as now another play from DSG on the Darkwings. Call Me getting fed. 3-1-2 on the Aurora.
They have better
Castle's dancing on him.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Kisno, man. Coming in, short-term substitution right here. Had a pretty solid early game on the Pantheon. Always get mid-push first, and then they can move to sides.
Castle fancies himself a 1v1, has a level up over Darkwings. Petrifying Gaze available. He's going to have to play it correctly, though. Throws out his dodge. Wow. Castle with the sidestep and the solo kill.
Try and carry this game, because you can see, like, Castle's going to win both side lanes.
Yeah.
Makes the game super interesting. That Sentinels is always second, so they're trying to get everybody here. Rahel's going to go for a fight mid.
Yeah, I mean, this Colin's big. Has to flash away. Kisno trying to get the safety, but Rahel's coming in. The walls are closing in. Hambach locking Kisno down for long enough. And that is a kill picked up. It's traded back. Jungler for jungler as Lions now trying to keep Castle alive. Another sidestep with the Petrifying Gaze. Darkwings just can't land them. Call Me's now joined in on the fight. The solo laners for DSG are holding the line. Double kill to Rahel. He just cannot go down. Sentinels 80 carry. Trying his best to carry the fight. Impact trying his best to get this by a rookie like that. You got a chip on your shoulder. 3-1-2, he played that fight beautifully with a sliver of a health bar, sticking around for much longer than I would have expected. But it was basically a wash for both teams. The gold is still about where it was. DSG have a lead. They have 3 dragons now, plus the grub, so they are still in an advantaged position. Sentinels buff right now. Sentinels, they don't have their Gwen with them. TP could come up. And Castle's pushing another wave here mid. Sentinels will try and catch that one, but it's still focused on the Baron. Castle just trying to keep Rahel away from the fight. Call me as well! Ooh. Finds the pop on a Hui. Castle getting kited by Rahel, who will stay alive. The Lucian just won't go down. Hambach throws his life away. Kisno will be traded. It's jungler for jungler, support for top. Sentinels coming out a little ahead, but with Rahel. Baron was the bait there from DSG. Oh, now they might just be able to capitalize again. Still no flash on Rahel. And that's a little more damage from Call Me than we saw from Castle.
By DSG.
Rahel's all the gold right now, so they can try and contest. They will TP in. They have Gwen going into the mid lane. DSG's answering on the top side here. They're about half health. That's a flash dodge for Darkwings, but everyone's still trying to pile on. But Impact trying to be the front line now. Keep everybody away from the Cassiopeia. Sentinels playing this fight beautifully, keeping Darkwings alive. Petrifying Gaze out of 2. Hambach back on the Kisno, dodges away from the Cyclone. So DSG just not fighting their engagement, but they got the knock on the Darkwings. Lions found the Cassiopeia. Hambach did not have the snake behind him, so he will die. And D are actually the team looking at it.
I mean, there are all ultimates up except for Wukong ultimate, which will be up in 8 seconds. Sentinel's in a dangerous spot.
Castle has the ultimate available. Flash from Rahel, but it goes Call Me shut down. Rahel does not get popped this time. Castle can't find him. He's looking to get onto the Lucian. He takes a blast cone away. Rahel doesn't have the damage anymore. And now DSG can clean up the rest of the members. The Lucian flew out of the fight, but he flies back in. Double kill to the Wukong, but Rahel is still alive. If he can kite back, maybe he can find the miracle. But Kisno, the emergency sub with the
This is Chemsoul now in the aftermath of this fight, which is going to make it even more difficult for Sentinels to win.
And that was Kisno on your screen right there, chuckling to himself. So he can, if he gets chunked, try and heal back up, but it's not poke he's got to deal with, it's burst. And here comes the burst. The ultimate from Mbessa misses. Call Me can't get the damage. Rahel is alive. Lions goes in, but where's the follow-up? Rahel's knocked up, but there's just no damage behind it. And now that's GA from Kisno. Impact buying a lot of space for Sentinels to try and stop the Wukong. He'll trade his life for the support. Shut down to Impact. Kisno finds something for his trouble.
They don't catch Impact as well as Rahel, then they could still be in for a lot of pain.
And we saw what he was able to do. Ooh, bubble over the wall onto Lions. He's built relatively tanky though, so they want to all commit into it. And now the public execution does land. They got Rahel. The AD carries down. Call Me's in some trouble. Impact is getting bursted. Double kill the Castle. Shut down for the triple as Hambach's got to retreat. Darkwings flashes away. DSG trade their mid laner for 3.
Interesting decision. They might have had a chance to run down mid lane and get a lot, but I think Baron is the correct call here. With Soul already acquired, this is going to be their 3rd Baron of the series.
Yep.
We'll see if it can lead to their first win.
This is a much later Baron last time around. By this point in game 1, they had 2. Now it's their first one because of how much...
He's really not behind anymore at this stage in the game. You can see 4 full items working on his 5th. That's
top lane
the same as Rahel.
With the triple kill to Castle, you were highlighting it was like a 2K gold lead, but now Castle actually has the lead over Impact, but he is slightly isolated. In comes Impact, in comes Hambach. No flash on the Vi. He's got to chase him down. Impact's looking for the slow. Castle has a lot of magic resist, and in comes Lion to back him up. Impact has to flash to safety as Nami ult will cover the retreat.
But really just look to see who they can one-shot at the start of the fight. They're going for Hambach.
Yeah, he's got the Guardian Angel, but Call Me sees who he and just tries to pop the Nami. Not enough damage. In comes the teleport. Castle find a lot of space. Darkwings misses the Petrifying Gaze again, and Call Me lives! Almost burning down. Rahel's trying to get the damage. Impact needs to be the hero for Sentinels, but a double kill to Sajed. Rahel just can't get in range. The flash, the W, he finds it. Rahel will get 1, but that's 1 for 4. DSG are gonna make the march through mid lane.
At what cost? They don't even need the Elder. Rahel would have to 1v4. It looks like DSG is gonna send us to a game 3.
I mean, he's got to look for some miracle here. Get onto the wave. He dodges Lions Engage again, but there's just too many members. The ace for Kisno, and what a debut for a young roster. They have the wave. They have the death timers. DSG have won game number 2. They have equalized the series. And Riot Games Arena, you're in for a treat. We got a game 3.
45 kills in an absolute banger. The 10-kill Wukong as well.